One of the most important integrations is the integration with Google Analytics. And here in this video, I'm going to show you how to set that up. So if you go to Setup, Integrations, Google Analytics, you're able to integrate Nimbata with Google Analytics Universal or Google Analytics 4. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you how to connect with Google Analytics Universal. The first thing to note is which events you want Nimbata to send. If you want to send all calls or if you want to send only answered calls, and with a minimum call duration in seconds. So for instance, send me more than calls that have more than 10 seconds or calls that are more than 30 seconds or so. I would propose send all calls regardless of the duration and then handle the calls from there. Some other event settings, if you enable this switch, you can set the event value to the call duration. So in Google Analytics, where you have the value, you would have the duration in seconds. Another neat feature is the tag new callers separately. So there are times where you want to distinguish first-time callers from repeat callers. And if you want to do that, Nimbata can send a separate event to Google Analytics if you switch this button to on. Finally, you can choose the event label. In Google Analytics, we can send the tracking number, the friendly name, or the source. I would go with tracking number for starts. Once you're set up here, the next thing to do is actually to include the Google Analytics property ID on your tracking numbers. So to do that, you have to head over to your Google Analytics account, click on Admin, click on Property Settings, and fetch this tracking ID. So click here on Copy, head back to Nimbata, select all the numbers that you want to paste this tracking ID, click on the pencil button, paste your Google Analytics tracking ID, and click on Update. This will set the Google Analytics property ID to all of your numbers. From there on, whoever dials any of your numbers, Nimbata knows to send an event to Google Analytics on this property ID. The final step would be to set up a goal based on the event that you're receiving from Nimbata. To do that, you would go to Admin, Goals, New Goal, Custom, Continue, give it a name. It could be the first time callers goal. Select the event, continue. And what you want here is, if you click here on this question mark, it shows you exactly what to input if you want to set up a goal for repeat callers or for first-time callers. So the event category for first-time callers would be first call. So I'm going to copy this, head back to Analytics, category equals to first call, leave the action, the label, and the value blank, and click on Save. This will create a goal named first-time callers, which I can use in any of my reports. If I go here, acquisition, channels, similarly to all the other goals I will have here the goal first-time callers, where I can view my data.